Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Subnautica. This is episode 2. So, we got some adventuring to do this time, as well as perhaps making some advanced tools. I want to get the laser cutter built.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency Seaglide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Alright, so I want to make the laser cutter so that we can start opening up some of the wrecks, and we're going to need one before we go to the Aurora. So for that we're going to need diamond, which means we're going to need to find shale deposits, and those are in some of the deeper, more dangerous biomes. I think we're going to maybe go to the crag field because it's the closest. Let's try and get those. And we're also going to try to find the mobile vehicle bay blueprints so that we can maybe get a sea moth going as well. Alright, so how am I doing on copper? I've got 5 copper. I should make some batteries. Let's make like 3. And maybe a beacon as well. This way I won't have to worry about my Seaglide running out, because that's probably the biggest battery hog I have right now. Alright. And we're going to need one of these eventually, so I'll just make one now to save on space, because we need one of those for the sea moth. And let's just kind of deposit everything I'm carrying right now, so we can pick up some extra resources. Alright, so let's see, where are we? Where is the Aurora? Okay, so the crag field is just over this way. Another big thing I'm going to need is a radiation suit, and we need 3 lead, and I think fiber mesh for that. However, we won't actually get the blueprint until the Aurora explodes. I already checked this one, right? Yeah, I think the door these doors I think reclose when you reload. Yeah, we already grabbed the PDA and stuff. Speaking of which, data downloads, Paul Torgal, Captain the Degassi. We don't want to get too close to the Aurora, though, because we don't have any radiation protection. So we would die of radiation poisoning before a Reaper ever had a chance to eat us. Though honestly, I doubt we'll see a Reaper when we go to the Aurora to fix it, unless I actively look for one. Right now I am just looking for these, because they also drop lead. Some salvage. Unless I am mistaken, but I believe they drop silver, gold, and lead as their 3 resources. So I'm just gotta look for more sandstone. At least sandstone sticks out quite a bit because of its dark brown color. Doesn't really blend in as much as some of the other stuff. However, I'm not seeing a lot of it. We're not in a very deep section of kelp, though, that's probably why. And this, I think this is, yeah, Seaglide. So we don't need that. We should actually be able to find sandstone easier down here. You know, let's do something silly.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Let's make a quick little pop into the jelly shroom here, because there is also shale available in here. If I can find any on the walls near the top. And if I go under 200 meters, my oxygen will become even less efficient. So we can't really do much down here right now. Just seeing... Shale is kind of hard to see because it usually grows on basalt kind of areas.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
And it is also black, so...
The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find any of it right now.
Artificial structure somewhere in the region.
So we'll come back down there when I have a sea moth, so I can use it as a
30 seconds.
oxygen stop. There's also still a weird audio bug where if you kind of double surface like that, it will stop all the audio. Alright, so the crag field is over in this direction. Again, still trying to find some sandstone as we go. You hear that? That is a Reaper Leviathan. That means I'm getting a little too close to the Aurora. Which I believe is just over that rise there. So I think the crag field is a little bit more over this way. The sun through the water looks really good. Yeah, we're too close. I gotta go in this direction. Because there is definitely a Reaper that hangs out around the engine of the Aurora. And I'm not really gonna have a very good survival chance using just the Seaglide. I mean, it's possible. The Reaper doesn't exactly turn super quickly. So if I, like, dove past his head and didn't get caught, I could probably slip past him. But I'm probably also not going to be able to outrun him, even if I escape his jaws. There's a bit of sandstone. So we need 3 lead. Actually don't know where we are right now. Is this the crag field? Yes, it is.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
So the crag field has a good mix of different kinds of resources, however it's also infested by bone sharks. Any blueprints around this little bundle of wreck? So sea moth we don't need. Can't really use a vehicle bay though. Can't remember. We definitely haven't been over this way. At least I'm pretty sure we haven't been over this way. I'm definitely sorta, kinda, maybe, almost sure.
30 seconds.
Unfortunately, I can't really increase my base oxygen level anytime soon, because we'll need a modification station and a base to build the modification station in. And right now, we can't even build the large rooms for the base, because we have to scan one first. Ooh. Oh, that chunky loading stutter. There we go. Battery charger. I think this is enough to complete the blueprint.
New blueprint
What
acquired.
do we got here? Data box. Ultra-glide fins, alright.
New blueprint acquired.
Another thing that won't really help me until I get a modification station.
Integrating new PDA data.
Floodlight. Mobile vehicle bay.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, so the vehicle bay, we have the blueprint now, and we have the blueprint for the Seamoth, so we can get ourselves a Seamoth. after we complete this little quest to get some diamond. Or if I complete this quest. Alright, so as I'm rising to the surface here, let's see. Blueprints.
Seek fluid intake.
Well, vehicle bay. Titanium ingot, lubricant, power cell. Well, I already have the titanium ingot. So we're going to need another titanium ingot, lead, lubricant, glass, power cell. So we're going to need 2 power cells, and a power cell is 2 batteries and silicone. Alright, so sort of a chain of stuff we're going to need, but none of it too complex. Just have to remember that I need 4 lead, not 3. Alright, let's quickly dip into the crag field and hope I can spot some shale.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
It's actually not a great idea to bring the sea moth here if I had one, because I've actually seen the bone sharks tear it apart when I'm not inside it, the first time I came here with a sea moth. So it's actually better for us to just be able to zip around like this. Limestone, sandstone, okay, there's 2 lead. Our lead quest is going well. A bit of quartz. I think we're alright on quartz for the moment. I mean, you kind of always need quartz, but not desperately. Gold. No, tiger plant. But yeah, it's not a very interesting biome, but it is very resource
30 seconds.
filled. Silver? Silver we need. Oh, there's a lot of tiger plants here too. That's a bit of cyclops.
Oxygen.
Alright, cutting it a little too close. I think I'm gonna die here. Yeah, there's no way I'm making it 100 meters in like 10 seconds. Mortis. Well, that's not too big of a deal. As I recently learned, you actually don't lose your stuff when you die, you just drop it where you died. Which I never realized that was the case. I thought it was pretty much just gone forever when you died. Alright, so that was a little foolish. But I really wanted that last sandstone chunk, and I paid for it. The stranded survivor cannot afford greedy hubris. There's that wreck. Wonder if I missed anything there. I'm not seeing any blueprints kicking around. Oh, that's an openable door, isn't it? No, never mind.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yeah, I think some of these have cuttable doors that you can actually bypass if you find other entrances. Something about this area is being very chunky. It's like I'm playing old Subnautica again. Alright, so let's fill up here.
Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Alright, keep that in mind. I've actually never thought to test if the Aurora explosion can kill you if you're too close. I would assume it can't because it seems mostly cosmetic. Oh, we're getting a midday eclipse. As the other planet passes in front of the sun. Making it very difficult. Oh no. Mesmer. Man, I remember I used to have trouble getting those things to actually trigger so I could show them off. They used to have really weak properties of actually drawing your camera. Where did I drop that stuff? Right, it would be up here somewhere because I was going straight up when I died, thus making it way harder to spot.
30 seconds.
Oh well, I wasn't really carrying that much aside from the lead, which is a shitty thing to lose, but there's plenty more directly around me. But again, it's not the lead I'm really worried about. It's just
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
trying to find some shale. I don't need that. There is also a life pod around here somewhere.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
This is probably not actually the most effective way to find shale right now. Or to find diamonds, rather. I think there are actually some easier ways. It's just kind of hard to spot here because, again, shale is dark.
30 seconds.
So, my alternatives are to go to the Mushroom Forest Underwater Island area, or I believe the mountains as well. Though that'll be quite the trek with just the Seaglide. So I may have to postpone my diamond quest in order to get a vehicle station built, and then build Seamoth, and then I can use that to more easily locate the stuff. However, there might also be some here. Since shale is also in the Grand Reef. New radio message. You can actually find shale even up here, as long as you're in the right biome. This is all limestone, and that's not really going to help me right now.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Of course, the very easiest way to get shale is to find the Sea Treader's path, because the Sea Treaders constantly produce more shale every time they walk. However, I'm really bad at finding that, even when I use a map.
30 seconds.
So, I'm not sure how successful that would be.
Oxygen.
And again, we really just don't have the air to look down in the Grand Reef. Okay, so I'm gonna need to build that vehicle station, which means lubricant, silicon, and power cell. Well, silicon for the power cell. But I'm also gonna need at least one lead, so I'm gonna have to grab that on the way back. If only I hadn't drowned myself. Lead. we're near the kelp, or not the kelp, rather, the blood kelp zone, which I think is just over that way. But again, that's a little too deep for us right now. Not really seeing a lot of sandstone.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
But, as usual, caves are the best places for... Ah, shit, spider. Come here, you little shit. That's what I thought. Okay, let's not make the same mistake and drown here. Let's just go straight up and then come straight back down, because I should be able to grab a bunch of lead out of that cave. Again, not the most exciting thing, but this is kind of the main gameplay of Subnautica when you're not having wacky undersea adventures. And not having the sea moth does kind of limit my ability for those adventures. At least without having any long swims in between. Alright, so sandstone. Sandstone. Creature egg. Not even sure what kind of creature that would be. I think it's these guys. Scuttlebugs. Or shuttlebugs. I actually don't remember which one it is. Shuttlebug. Silver. Don't really need that right now. Do need that. Quartz. Gold. Again, gold not super important right now. We'll need it later for making... We'll need it later for making computer chips. But right now it's kind of ahead of us. I think I am actually better off looking in the kelp zone and looking in caves there to find lead and such. So how much space do I have left? Because I'm going to need to grab some of those seed clusters on the way back. I do wish you could eventually upgrade the speed on this thing, or the sea moth, but you're pretty much limited to their default speed forever. Or the Cyclops, because Jesus, the Cyclops is slow.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And I don't think I got this vending machine yet.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, I got the scanner room. And nothing too handy here. It's all stuff I already found. More silver. Well, at least I won't be short on wiring kits. Complete silence. Meanwhile, it's quite noisy under here. Okay. There's a little bitty cave down here. Any sandstone around? Surprisingly, no. Thought there'd be at least one in there. Limestone, limestone. And again, because we don't have a base right now, I'm not just going to pick up a shit ton of everything, because I find the best way to not have to worry about inventory management is to have some restraint when it comes to picking stuff up. something a lot of people seem to struggle with, even in this game. Of course, later on, it does kind of become a hoarder's paradise, since you can just build a bunch of storage cabinets inside of a Cyclops. A lot of little caves here, but
Calorie intake recommended.
not much in them.
Be advised,
More silver.
a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation. Detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 33, 2.
Hear the lovely sound of radiation on the wind.
The radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
I almost missed it. Alright, so now that that's occurred, A, we're going to need a radiation suit if we want to go anywhere too far from the life pod, and B, it means that we can now go to the Aurora. It also will trigger more of the story events. I'm gonna need some... Do I have space? I have 2 more spaces, perfect. I'm gonna say I need more batteries to make those power cells. Though I believe I can use my empty batteries for the power cells as well. Alright, so... titanium... Just seeing what I have already built. So I have a fiber mesh, which I'm going to need for the suit. I need 2 of those and 2 lead. Oh, you only need 2 lead? I thought you needed 3. Okay. And for this, I need lubricant and a power cell. So lubricant. And power cell, which is going to need silicon. Have any silicon? I do. Okay, make that. And titanium ingot, which I already have stored away. So let's get that vehicle bay built, and then I can start working on the sea moth ingredients. I'm also going to need some calories. And I can't grab it. I don't remember how large that is. So what I will do is I will drop these here for a second. Grab the vehicle bay. And just drop the vehicle bay right out here. Okay, so now we can build Seamoth, which I need a power cell, I need lubricant, lead, glass, titanium. I think I have most of that, except the titanium, which should not be difficult to obtain. And I'm going to turn this into some silicon, so I can make another power cell, which will require another battery. So, use this for the glass, use that for the battery. Make that into a power cell. And how much titanium do I have kicking around? Okay, I have 8.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
Make that into lubricant so I can free up the inventory. Eat that peeper I've been carrying around.
Vital signs stabilizing.
No, it turns out you can't just eat the lubricant. Okay. So I only need 1 lead. Don't need all this silver, so I'm just going to put it away. Or this gold. So I need a little bit more titanium, which should be easy. I just need 1 piece of scrap. So put that back on my hotbar. Well, that was quick. So I guess the sea moth is imminent. Also, I have to listen to those radio messages. Alright, so the sea moth. Just want to double check that I have everything. That's too far down. Sea moth, there we go. Yep, got everything.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attached. Live pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. The sea moth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Alright, suddenly a lot more possibilities have opened up, because in addition to being fast, we can use the sea moth as a mobile air station, as long as it doesn't run out of battery. So now that I've got that, what else do I need? I need the laser cutter, obviously. I need water. So I can make water with portal shell plate and not bleach, salt. But salt is not in this biome really. So let's just grab some peepers. Can't outrun me now. Grab some peepers and grab some bladder fish. Nope, not that peeper. Which should take care of my food and water for a little while. But again, I'm going to grab a little bit extra. So that way I don't have to worry about my meters for a while. Once we can start growing crops, that stuff will be pretty unimportant. It'll just be something to remember once in a while. But even right now, it's not exactly hard to keep on top of those levels. They just kind of give you something else to do. Also, I'm about to drain all the power in this life pod. And that power just regenerates slowly over time, because it's solar. Okay, I'm going to overeat, which you can see actually goes over 100. I believe it ticks down a little bit faster when you're over the level, but it just means that the extra isn't completely wasted. Alright. So, store all that stuff. So, yeah, right now I need a diamond. Oh, I totally forgot about the radiation suit. So, for the radiation suit I need 1 more fiber mesh, I believe. So we just need to grab some creep vine samples. Is it 1 or 2 for the fiber mesh? It is 2. Okay. Make sure to grab that before I head out and die immediately of radiation poisoning. And then we can get some adventuring in. So fiber mesh plus the other fiber mesh plus 2 lead equals safety. Alright. Got a sea moth, my levels are full, got a med kit, we're all ready for some adventure. Let's go out and find some blueprints and some diamonds. And I immediately crashed into my life pod. It's a good thing you don't have to worry about destroying that. Alright, let's head to Ozzy's pod on the way. I'm gonna head over to the Underwater Islands Mushroom Forest area and see if we can find some diamonds over there, as well as maybe some stuff like lithium. Whenever you see that blue kind of glow like that, it's a wreck spawning back in, since they despawn when you're far away. In this case, the wreck of the life pod. Alright, so I don't want my sea moth to get attacked by sand sharks, so I'm going to park it over there. Sea moth fragments. Anything useful in here, Ozzy? Just his PDA.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. There's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
So, as the cook, I don't think Ozzy's chances of survival were that high to begin with. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can get into this wreck. In fact, I believe it's, yeah, just up here. So I'll park the sea moth out here so I can pop back out for air, and let's see what we can harvest from this.
Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired.
Okay, I don't need that. I believe we already... yeah, got one of those. There must be something in here I don't have. Battery charger, bay... it doesn't really seem to be much useful in this wreck. I don't think this is the only way in, though. Pretty sure you can get in, like, under here somewhere. I think there's another hole. Somewhere under the skin. Yeah, this one here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can't actually get in here. Oh, well, I could have gone under there, I guess. Which is good, because it means I'm not trapped in here and going to suffocate. Okay, laser cutter. Already got one of those. Bay. Yeah, I think I might actually have everything in this wreck. Since I don't think anything you can find in the wrecks is unique. Or at least most of it's not unique to a specific wreck. Okay. Anything in the cargo bay? Maybe some prawn parts in here. Did I don't think I maxed this out yet. Okay. That'll be very handy when we have a base going.
New blueprint acquired.
Supply crate. Prawn suit
Preparing
fragment.
the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
I don't think there's actually a practical amount of fragments for the prawn suit to be found in Rex. I think you pretty much have to go to the Aurora. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you search enough of them, you might be able to
Passing
pop it together.
100 meters, 30 seconds. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And I'm not sure why I'm scanning them, even though I just said that. And I need to get out of here before I die. Oh dear. Cutting it close. I also should probably move my Seaglide closer. Alright, there's still one more room down there. We might find something of value. Oh, right, the door. And there's the Natural Selection 2 poster. But not one I can take. There is more than one of those. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need in here. I've already got one of those, and there's PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Now, how did I get in here? There we go. Very easy to get disoriented in a wreck and die, even in real life. Wreck diving is a very dangerous subset of diving. Cannon, that is useful. I would like to build one of those before we go to the Aurora,
30 seconds.
though it's not mandatory that you need one. You can kind of fudge the jumps to get past some of the obstacles. Alright, so that was
Welcome aboard,
productive.
Captain.
Let's continue on. I'm trying to remember what biome LifePod 13 is in, because I believe it might be in the dunes, and I don't want to go out there. Oop, rip peeper. Okay, this is a big drop. This is the mushroom forest. It's actually somewhere I want to be. However, I can't go too deep or my sea moth will explode. So I got it. And we're also fringing on the dunes where the Reaper Leviathan is. Or a Reaper Leviathan, over in that direction. Probably pay attention when I'm driving.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Alright, case the site, make sure there's nothing on the ground around it. Another PDA.
PDA data.
But no useful information. Is that magnetite? Lithium. Well, we do need lithium, just not very much yet. Salt, before I forget, since I'll need that. Creature egg. That's probably a bone shark egg. Can't think of anything off the top of my head that I really need a tree mushroom for anytime soon. We will need it for at least one specific late game thing. Okay. Also a lot of Cyclops parts around here, but I should be able to find some shale in this area as well. I say, on our continual quest for shale. Despite the fact that I have not spotted a single bit of shale anywhere I've said we can find it. Let's take a look inside the big mushroom. Caves are always a good place to look for resource deposits. Tree leech. Egg. Dead end. Oh, there's some shale. Lithium, Gold, Lithium,
You are currently inside a long calcified root system. Evidence suggests it was eaten away by other life forms over many centuries to form these natural caves.
I'm probably gonna die in here, because I'm not seeing a way out. Or a way in. I do not know the way. Oh dear. Oh, but let's just go back out before I get lost. I was trying to find the way up because I could have sworn there was a tunnel going up. Okay, so I found some shale, but I did not find what I needed from it. And diamonds. No, it's the same root system. I think there's more than one cave in there. See, at least shale, if we find it here, sticks out pretty distinctly. Since it's not just black on black. Also, we can eat these.
New blueprint acquired.
Gel sack? More like gel snack. Sure, I don't know how I'm really eating those with my dive mask on and everything, but let's not question it.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint all-terra vehicle signatures. "30 seconds.
I do not know what that is. Oh, I do know what that is. Let's take that with us. I didn't think you could find one of those just lying around in a cave.
Oxygen.
Where's my sea moth? Ooh. Trying not to die here. Okay. So, aside from the life pod and the lithium, can we find shale? Really have to stop slamming into things. Though I do have a repair tool, so we're alright for the moment. I'm also slowly getting deeper, which I should not be doing, because we're kind of hitting the edge of the sea moth's dive abilities right now. Okay, there's the blood kelp. Again, another place where we might find shale, or I might just get electrocuted by this eel. And again, I don't want to park the sub close to them because they will just ram the shit out of it. What was that sound? I honestly don't know what that was.
Remember that materials you gather
One diamond.
are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
I would say that seems really high, but that was a pretty big chunk of diamond. Ooh, bloom pool fragment. That is very nice to have. Please do not shock. Actually, he can't get through there. Limestone. Lithium. I remember when lithium used to be just a purple crystal. Looks a lot more like actual lithium now. I was going to go down into the blood kelp.
Meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
But I got distracted by that single shale deposit and thought I'd look for more around here.
30 seconds.
Alright, let's just get in the sea moth and then take a quick dip downward. See if I can hopefully grab one more diamond. However, because we're so deep, my air is not going to last long, so I gotta hurry. Quartz, lots of quartz. Crab squid. I think that right there was a pretty good example of how hard it is to see shale on this wall. What's that? That's a big deposit. Can't do anything with that right now. Uranite. Uranite we don't need because... or uraninite. We don't need because we don't have a nuclear reactor to worry about. Alright, I'm probably gonna die here again. Because that was a stupid distance for me to go.
Oxygen.
Again, got a little greedy. And my battery ran out. So I think we're gonna skip ahead a little bit now. Instead of making you watch me swim all the way back there. Wait. Oh. I think I broke this when I nudged it with the sea moth. But yeah, I'll just skip ahead as I make the journey back there, using the battery I'm gonna make here. Advanced materials, aerogel. Oh, because I picked up the gel sack. Alright, see you back in the mushrooms. Okay, so I've made it back to the sea moth without real incident. And now, because I just realized that I had been going for almost an hour, just gonna try to grab a diamond real quick and then end it here. So that next time we can make the laser cutter, go on an adventure to the Aurora, and then start finding some advanced stuff. So let's pick up all the stuff I dropped here, including the diamond I found. You can see it just kind of explodes in a loot pinata cloud.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Definitely don't want to lose that creature egg either. Okay, so the best thing to do here is to just glide the sea moth over the biome. So that way I can just swim up to it instead of swimming backwards, which is how I got fucked up there.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Oh, relax. It's like 3 meters away from maximum depth. Alright, now hopefully that crab squid doesn't decide to be an asshole and come up and attack my sub. So... or he'll just fuse with the wall and never be seen again. Ooh, spinefish look cool now. I mean, they always look like that, but now they're... ooh, hello. I was gonna say, crab squid are agitated by electronics. That's when they send out that shockwave.
.30 seconds.
Oh boy. Got a little disoriented there for a second. I can see how this sort of area and situation right here would probably spook some people. I mean, even I'm not particularly comfortable with the idea of open ocean and swimming through open ocean. Rubies are the replacement for aluminum oxide. So we need those for some structural things, including the prawn. I don't suppose you got any shale for me up here. I'm trying to remember what that faint monster sound I'm hearing off in the distance is. This little shit's hanging. He's very excited by my sea moth, so I'm gonna have to move it. Can you stop pushing my sub away? Gonna have to move it a good distance, otherwise he's just gonna keep following it and EMPing it.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Now, we don't have to worry about the sea moth imploding like a tin can if we go under the crush depth. It'll just start taking damage. Okay, I think I'm right on the border with the underwater islands. So the underwater islands, you can actually just find diamonds here, in addition to shale. However, you also find bone sharks, who, again, are total dicks. And he'll just keep assaulting my sea moth every few seconds. So it's not unusual to see like 4 or 5 of them swarm your sea moth when you get out. They don't stop being aggressive to it even when you're not piloting it.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Now you better swim off. Gotta show them who's boss when you come into their territory. Okay, I saw 2 shale deposits. Diamond. Lithium. Sure, why not silver? So that's the 2 diamonds I need. I'm tempted to stick around and try to find more diamonds so that I don't have to come back here. But again, that seems like a good way to get killed or get my sea moth destroyed. Ow. I'm not actually sure where this luminescence is coming from. Sea moth. But again, I wasn't even intending to go this long. This is just one of those games where it's very hard to not play for long amounts of time without noticing. It's a definite time eater. Alright, so we got the diamonds. And I pretty much just need to head back to the life pod, which I believe I will do in between episodes, as well as maybe not recording for a day or 2 until after the first episode has been uploaded, so people can actually give their feedback on stuff like the filmic look and the base locations, since I'll probably be starting to build a base next time. Okay, there is shale here, but I don't want my sub to get destroyed by bone sharks. And I don't have obviously the Seamoth defense system, which I could use to drive them out of the area. So I'll just have to listen for the bone shark attack sound. definitely saw at least another shale deposit here. Thought I saw one along the rim. Oh well. Anyhow, that'll do it. I'm just gonna make the short trip back to the base in between, and we will start off in the life pod again next time and build the laser cutter. But until then, I've been... Let's not go this way. I'm gonna take the long way, because this is the mountains, and I don't want to run into a reaper. So, I've been Shadefyre, this is Subnautica. I'm still really enjoying just playing it and talking about it, and hopefully you're enjoying it as well. Until next time, take care everyone, and stay out of the depths.